Hello, world. The case of one Joseph Orenthall Rogan is not an unsolvable one.
Well, there's somewhere down the line it's entirely possible. There's somewhere down the line it's entirely possible.
Let's acknowledge the journey this man has been from fighting to comedy and to eventually being a mogul sort. Very interesting stuff. King of Austin, Texas. His ability to connect to the masses, being one of the largest channels on YouTube for a very long time. Definitely one of the largest podcasting experiences. Very impressive.
There's a video that's out that's a compilation of me saying the N-word.
My dog is now barking. Bozos. Uglies. So, he has a massive sphere of influence and a diverse array of topics. And, this is it definitely helped him grow there exponentially. He's talked to a wide array of people and all that. And I think my first time I ever saw Joe Rogan podcast, he was talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's one of his older sets. And I remember being like, "Oh, this is interesting. This could be a functioning formula for something." Through all these conversations, a long-time listener, first-time caller, I can say, from my perspective, I do believe Joe Rogan is a good, cool, wholesome person. One thing that certainly helps with this rise is the fact that it's a lonely world, right? We can all agree on that. He is the passionate dude bro father figure of all these kids at home on YouTube and with failing schools. It's America. And he is the person that they engage with. And that's a powerful thing. A lot of people don't fully acknowledge that he's a lot of y'all's dads. Also including the fact that he's put a lot of people on this posse of folk, and he treats them well, and they've gone pretty far, which is a wonderful thing. Love to see that. This co-signing factory, where one appearance on there is essentially the verified check, and so I keep grabbing shit from off camera if that's distracting. It's all narcotics. But he's put on a lot of it's a stamp of approval. Johnny Carson in his day. Johnny Carson, for those who don't, some of you might not, he was a fucking old white guy late night show host. And if you went on his show, essentially means you've made it big time, especially if you're a comedian or whatever, and it's always a big event. If anybody was ever on, it might be interesting. So essentially something like that. It's Joe now. In the world of pretenders, everyone from politicians to other entertainers and podcasters, Joe has found a type of mindset like that, a fandom that supports authenticity and rawness and shit like that. His growing reach and growing power as a fucking figurehead of the internet. So he has mad sons, and today he could be considered a founding father of podcasts and entertainment, really. I mean, he's kind of made a solid spot for himself. And there's many people trying to replicate his thing, the video podcast format. More recently, though. I've been waiting to say more recently, though. this whole time. Maybe you've heard the N-word compilation. Quite hilarious. And really just has me thinking about the entire impact of Joe Rogan and whether or not the case of Joe Rogan is something I can solve for you guys here today. And really, it's nothing much to be solved, and my leg was up on that weird, but N-word compilation, put it in here.
She's calling you like this boy that he's and starts calling.
No, he's a nigger! He's a nigger! He's a nigger!
Oh my god.
A nigger, Luke is a nigger!
Word. There should be a word like, especially like the word. That's our about. He says guy, and then our saying allowed to use the word out the word. He couldn't say.
Because he is at least authentic, even when he has a 10-minute long N-word compilation. He owns it, okay, and there's a certain respectful aspect.
There's a video that's out that's a compilation of me saying the N-word.
I think that ultimately his audience, which is again more people than any other audience, essentially, it will support it, as they should. In conclusion, Joe is mortal, not infallible, I guess is the word for it. And for most people, most listeners aren't surprised by this because, that's kind of why we show up, is for his fallibility a little bit. Just he's a guy. He's just a guy. Ultimately, I rule this case.
Thousand milligrams of THC.
Guilty on that note. Guilty on COVID misinformation. Not guilty on being a bad guy. Joseph Orenthall. Normal guy with a growing reach. You, Joseph Orenthall Rogan. Free to go.
He did a push-up.